Greetings from South Korea. I am Adang, Arirang News AI anchor. Here is the news making headlines today. President Lee Jae-myung began working from the presidential office at Cheong Wa Dae today following the relocation of the office from Yongsan. On the stroke of midnight, the symbolic phoenix flag was raised at Cheong Wa Dae, also known as the Blue House. President Lee started the day by meeting aides over tea before visiting the National Crisis Management Center. He will mostly stay at the Yeomingwan building rather than the main office building for close communication with his senior aides and staff. The Blue House was previously used as the presidential office by former President Moon Jae-in in 2022. Today marks 1 year since the December 29 Jeju Air passenger plane disaster, and an official memorial ceremony was held Monday morning at Busan International Airport. The event was jointly hosted by the Ministry of Land Infrastructure and Transport and a group made up of family members of the victims. At 9:03 a.m., memorial sirens rang across Gwangju and South Jeolla Province for 1 minute. Around 1,200 people attended, including bereaved families, senior government officials, lawmakers, and members of the public. In a video message, President Lee Jae-myung offered his deepest apologies and vowed a thorough investigation and full support for the bereaved families. Last year's crash occurred when a Jeju Air passenger plane from Bangkok struck a concrete structure during an emergency landing attempt, killing 179 of the 181 people on board. North Korea has announced that it successfully test-fired long-range strategic cruise missiles on Sunday, and that its leader Kim Jong-un oversaw the launch. The North state-run Korean Central News Agency said on Monday that the launch demonstrated what it called the absolute reliability and combat readiness of strategic counter-attack capability. It added that Kim Jong-un vowed to make all efforts toward the unlimited and sustained development of the regime's nuclear combat force. The South Korean military said it detected the launch of multiple missiles from the Sunan area near Pyongyang at around 8 a.m. on Sunday, noting that the North could conduct additional missile tests. Following the massive data leak at Kupang, affected customers will each be compensated with 50,000 Korean won or about $35 worth of Kupang vouchers. The e-commerce giant announced on Monday that the total package amounts to 1.68 trillion won, or roughly $1.2 billion, covering 33.7 million account holders. Starting January 15th, compensation will be distributed as 4 separate vouchers. 5,000 won for its main commerce site, 5,000 for Kupang's food delivery app, and 20,000 won each for Kupang Travel and the luxury platform R-Lux. The company's interim head Harold Rogers said the company is implementing the measures to fully accept responsibility and rebuild trust with its user base. Following talks in Florida on Sunday, U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy said they made significant progress toward a potential peace agreement to end the war in Ukraine. Trump said discussions with Zelenskyy and a separate 2-hour phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin brought negotiations very close to a deal, estimating that roughly 90 to 95% of a 20-point peace framework had been agreed on, including full agreement on U.S. security guarantees for Ukraine and military provisions. While security guarantees are essential for lasting peace, several thorny issues remain unresolved, including territorial and security arrangements. Trump also confirmed that Russia has not agreed to a ceasefire, citing Putin's concern about halting fighting and potentially restarting it later. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.